Hey, what's going on, guys? So, a couple people, a few people actually, I should say, have been asking me about how many subscribers EverQuest currently has. There's not really any place to find a super accurate answer for you. The closest thing I can find is some data that is from a MMO population website. It doesn't necessarily give the breakdown between subscribers and active players, but I did find some pretty interesting information that was from 2020 that released the total number of subscribers at the time, and it honestly seems like EverQuest is more popular than it was then. So just to kind of give you guys a quick overview of what I've found here. For EverQuest, the 1999 player count that we currently have here according to MMO Populations, which judges active daily players. EverQuest is ranked 47 out of 137. Let's actually kind of blow this up here. So according to this chart here, EverQuest is ranked 47 out of 137 for tracked MMOs in terms of aggregate server and player population. Even kind of gives you this neat little chart to kind of show the population going up and down. And so the total player amount that it has is estimated to have 1,201,784 total players or subscribers. We know for sure that that's not total active subscribers, because that would be, absolutely bonkers and insane. But, that includes free-to-play accounts, active accounts, inactive accounts. That's just a general number of EverQuest accounts that they can judge. I don't know what the formula is behind it or how that's what they've judged, but that's what they've determined EverQuest has as far as a population. Daily players, however, as far as per days, active players, per day each month of this month, so far has been 11,420, roughly, or 11,417 of active players every day this month so far. In which, I don't know if that's for November or if that's just for October, but that's still kind of astonishing. This is just according to one website. I did go ahead and pull up the actual server population here for EverQuest live servers, which I feel like gives you a pretty good perspective as far as each individual server and their active population. And of course, this includes some servers that have been shut down for some reason. I don't really know why, but you can't even really do anything on some of these servers. But there are several servers that are a high population at practically all the time. You've got Burtox, you've got Bristlebane, even Kazakh Thule has kind of ballooned up recently. Even Drenel being at medium, Arala Simar being at medium. Fioriana V is always high population. I feel like if any server experiences issues and server lag due to high population constantly, it's Fioriana V. It's constantly at high. Mischief is constantly at high, and that's a true box server too. So those are, for the most part, real live individual players, or the occasional neckbeard that boxes 16 different computers somehow. And Povar, Rizlona, the Wraith, and Tunair, Vox and Zegany, and Jelinek all being medium population. Again, they don't release their numbers as far as the number of individual players, but that's a lot of really, at least medium population servers. And that's just the live servers. We have the EverQuest emulated servers, which, let me refresh this just in case. There are some incredibly active emulated servers. These are, whenever you hear people talking about P99 Green, P99 Blue, Project Lazarus, this is insane. I had no idea that Project Lazarus had so many players on it. That's actually something I'm really tempted to check out. But these are just the emulated servers. I mean, of course, that's not included in the overview of population. But if you want to play EverQuest for free, you have options to do so. That's another thing I wanted to bring up is, I mean, you can still play for free on live EverQuest, but if you want to play for free on non-microtransaction servers, you have options. You have servers that are true box, that are heavily enforced. And you have some servers that they allow the use of MacroQuest, if that's what you want to do. But this is really pretty dang surprising, I feel like. I mean, Project Lazarus, that is really, really surprising. I just wanted to show you guys both live servers and emulated servers. Which, this is kind of funny. A server called An Interesting Hole. Interesting. Middle-aged Gamers Association server. Nice. Very nice. There are so many players active on these emulated servers. That is honestly kind of insane. And this is the most recent accurate information that I wanted to show from 2020. It was EverQuest 1, according to the presentation, had 82,000 monthly active users, and 66,000 of those being members, which I'm guessing that's like the all-access membership. So 66,000 monthly active members back in December of 2020. And the population only seems to have ballooned since then, substantially because of Mischief and Thornblade. And EverQuest 1 has made approximately $1 billion in lifetime bookings, and a whole bunch of other random numbers that don't mean anything to me. If this is something that interests you, you might look into it, but the main reason I wanted to make this video is some people have asked, you know, what is EverQuest's current population? What are our numbers? And this website, MMO Populations, is kind of cool. So like I said, I mean, EverQuest is all the way down here at 47 out of 100 and some odd. But it's beating EverQuest 2. That's another thing I wanted to point out to you guys. Let's see if we can find EverQuest 2 on here. EverQuest 2. So EverQuest 2, total players is about 321,000, and daily players is about 3,000. EverQuest, however, has done the opposite. Has done quite the opposite as far as population is concerned. Especially in the last, month or so. That's kind of insane because EverQuest had some dips, but it remained pretty consistent at around 10 to 25,000. Meanwhile, EverQuest population chart has been constantly down. Pretty much down. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not bashing EverQuest 2. That's never what I want this to seem like. I'm just kind of baffled that the predecessor is doing so much better. But as far as, comparatively speaking to a lot of the other MMOs that have been out for quite some time, I mean, EverQuest is doing better than Final Fantasy XI. It's doing better than Guild Wars, which is insane. Terra was shut down recently, so that doesn't necessarily matter. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. Guild Wars is beating EverQuest. I was looking at the wrong spot. So Guild Wars technically is kind of beating Guild Wars right now, which is interesting. See, this has got to have some weird information because it shows Guild Wars is estimated to have less than 20 players per day this month. So I don't know where they're getting their numbers. So who knows if this is even accurate. I would hope it's accurate because that kind of gives me hope. There's a lot of... We're actually been plateauing for at least the last several days. So who knows? Anyways, guys, just like I said, just to kind of give you some information on what we're looking at here, people were asking for numbers, so there you have it. EverQuest in general has some pretty legit numbers right now. Even if this is something, 66,000 active monthly members, that's insane. That honestly kind of seems higher than EverQuest at its peak. Because just the readily available computers that people have access to that can run EverQuest. Not to mention the people who play, boxes and stuff like that as well. We have to take that into account. I'm sure it's not 66,000 individual people playing the game. It's including boxes and stuff. I mean, if you're talking about me even, right now I think I have 8 active subscribed accounts to EverQuest. So there is some variation for those numbers. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If anybody else finds additional information that you want to input on this, or you think that maybe I looked up some false or misleading information or something, just let me know, because I wanted this to be as truthful as possible. And that's why I wanted to dig into these numbers and see what information we could find, and it seems like this is the most active information. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there's anything else in particular that you want to see information on, and I'll try to hook you up. I'm not the most knowledgeable person by any means, but I can probably find some pretty good information here for you. And I'll see you all in the next one.